Okay. Alright. Hello everybody, and welcome to the quarterfinal stage of Oceania World Cup 2020. I am Shoegazer, and I am paired with Suraj, I believe.
Suraj, indeed. Hello,
guys. I actually nailed the pronunciation for once. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. Alright. This block is going to be really, really long. Like, from here to about 4 hours from now, you guys will be watching this stream. Right now, we are waiting for Singapore versus Philippines, which is going to be a really, really interesting match. Singapore has been considered like one of the strongest high seed teams in group stages, and they've been crushing their opponents for a very long time, and even got a really, really close match against the United Kingdom, which has been an extremely strong team. And the Philippines, while they haven't really been performing up to the standards that I've kind of put them at, they've still done really, really well. And when it comes to like skill difference for a stage like quarterfinals, there is no better opponent for the Philippines than Singapore, in my opinion.
Absolutely. I think Singapore can be absolute challengers against the Philippines. So this is why this match is interesting, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Also, to point out, this is also a winner's bracket match, so the loser of this match will not be eliminated, but they will be guaranteed top 6, I believe. At the very least, they will have to play in the finals pool at one point. And fun fact, Singapore has actually never done this before. Singapore has consistently been eliminated in the semi-finals bracket. So if they actually win this, and I think this is their best chance of actually winning the quarterfinals match, well, this is a watershed moment for them, for sure.
Indeed, it is indeed something worth celebrating, as Shoegazer is also Singaporean, so do you want to celebrate?
No, I won't celebrate, but...
Yeah, I know how you feel about Singapore, but still.
It's mostly ironic, don't worry about it. It's mostly ironic.
Yeah, we love them. We love every player. We are not biased at all.
Yeah, we are not biased at all. I am very, very impartial. Go USA.
Go France!
There we go. Anyway, right now I believe the MP room is being set up. We'll be talking for a little bit longer, and afterwards we'll have a few warm-ups here and there. But overall, this should be a pretty fun experience, I'd say. And I guess this is the time where I get to talk a little bit about both teams, because both teams are pretty cool. Oh, hey, they're warming up now. Let's go. This is Philippines warm-up, I think. Part 2 by which doctor?
Oh no, not that song. It's been haunting. Well, it was haunting me like years ago. And it's 1.1. Why is it 1.1?
Why not?
I gotta go fast, I guess. I mean,
that's like the only way people play the game these days. They just vibrate on their keys as fast as possible.
Is that the meta?
Yeah, it's like the meta, just like Clone Hero. Alright. Yeah, I think this is the Philippines warm-up. So I'm gonna talk about why is Emirates in the Filipino team? I know that it's really easy to defect from Singapore because it's so small, but you shouldn't be there, my friend. Anyway, I'm gonna talk about the teams real quick. The Singaporean team has never been stronger than this year, for sure. Emirates is an amazing Rise player. He's absolutely amazing. And you might see a few surprises here and there from Emirates in this match, I'd say. I'm not gonna spoil it. Just prepare yourself. Black is a phenomenal SV player. In my opinion, he might be like a top 4 SV player in this tournament. Adam Ackerville, he's there for long notes. He's pretty good at sustaining combo. That kind of needs work, but it's okay. he's more than serviceable for earlier stages of the tournament. Claren is a very consistent player, but you mostly see him for SVs. And the other players who you guys will not see, who aren't in the room right now, or at least not visible in the stream, Bye for now is an amazing, consistent player who will probably he'll be playing every single map in the pool, let's put it that way. And that's not just because he's all-rounded, he's also deadly consistent. And am I missing? Rionos is an amazing ag player. He's an amazing ag player. I'd say that he's a little bit a tier under Emirates, but he's still extremely good. And I think he can match with like some of the stronger Filipino players. Now, as for the Philippines,
yeah, I suppose many people familiar with the Mania scene. I suppose we don't need to introduce Boji anymore, but perhaps we do.
Okay, Boji is pretty good at the game, let's put it that way.
Yeah.
He's pretty good at the game, let's put it that way, but you mostly see him in Rice, I believe. I could be wrong, but I think he'll mostly be playing Rice. Swarmseed is also another player who has been doing extremely well Rice Act-wise. I think he's on par with Boji at points, which is saying a lot given how good Boji is at attack and speed in general. And for other players like Chuck is an amazing hybrid player. He's also very, very good at long notes. There's also Bueno, who is really good at long notes. There's also Arcat, who is a bit of an SV specialist in this scenario. And there's Volpsy, who's their third player. That said, even though their lineup has been their lineups are very, very good, and in theory should crush Singapore, at least in my opinion, and mine alone, not biased. I think that Philippines has been slightly underperforming, at least in my opinion, mostly because they're not too consistent in comparison to Singapore. And that to me is what makes this match so interesting to me, because in theory, like again, Philippines should be crushing Singapore like 6-1, 6-2, but or 6-0 even. I'll be not generous this time. I think the match would be really interesting because there will be so many, at least unintentional break points from the Philippine side. And Singapore is very, very consistent. Like Bye for now is consistent. Emirates is super consistent. So it's really, really interesting. It really comes down to Philippines' third player, I'd say. Don't you agree?
Yeah. I absolutely agree because remember, this is a 3v3 situation. This is totally different from a 1v1 tournament. Yeah. So every single player matters on the scene, and chokes are amplified because if one player chokes, two player chokes, two player choke, all players choke. It's disastrous. And we might be responsible as commentators, as precursors.
Yeah. Well, I'm not responsible for any chokes on the Singaporean end. If they choke, they're bad. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you look like at yesterday's matches, we saw a lot of chokes, a lot of points added on chokes. Like even Japan versus South Korea. Like Japan is like the definition of consistency in terms of team. Like you see in Talizer, you see AM Duskia, Brigade even. They're very consistent at the game, and you saw many chokes, even from Intelizer.
Like the quarterfinal map pool is particularly risky this time around. It's very, very easy to actually break combo. Like picks like Elaine, Fictional Nevada, Forgotten, C204 even, Bubble Control, Mabaroshi, Kill V main, I guess. Some people do choke Kill V main from what I've used. There are a lot of risky picks here in this pool, and if you're not good, if you're not consistent, which Philippines isn't really odd at consistency from what I've seen, and Singapore is very consistent in comparison, they're going to be in an interesting match, even though Philippines' raw skill overall is a bit higher than Singapore's. Also, shoutouts to Boji's flex, I guess.
Yeah, hiding his true skill.
Actually hiding his true skill.
but managing to perform that well under hidden is...
It's impressive. It's really, really impressive.
I have no words.
Oh wow, Swarmzy's act is on point today too.
Mm.
Like I said, Swarmzy's act is really, really good, but I saw his recent scores over the past 24 hours, and I'm in shock. Let me put it that way. He is a real... If his performance here is going to be as good as his performance like earlier on, it's going to be absurd. It's going to be crazy.
Oh
like,
my god.
Singapore would have a massive hill to climb. Anyway, what would they warm up with? Oh no! Not this song!
At least it's 49 seconds long, so you don't have to suffer for long.
Whoa. Do you know who the mapper is?
No.
That is Razzie.
Is it?
Yeah!
Oh.
Oh boy! When you love the 80s!
Oh boy.
Excuse me.
This is a good map. We love you, Razzie.
Yeah, we do love you, Razzie.
Alright, yeah, this, well, you guys already got spoiled, so we don't really have to talk about this map, but we will anyway. This map is a thing. That's all you need to know.
This map is a map, and that's about true.
Shoutouts to all my boys at CBFI. I cannot speak Filipino, unfortunately. I wish I could.
Hard. Yeah.
I wish I could, but you know, don't say that. Anyway, since the map is so short, I might as well talk about... Nice cough, by the way. Why are you guys giving shoutouts?
Wow, shoutouts in all caps. There's so many shoutouts.
Shoutouts to... Well, I cannot even say that. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get arrested if I do.
Uh-oh. Shoutouts to Clone Hero.
Shoutouts to Clone Hero. And shoutouts to... Wanna plug the banners real quick?
Oh yeah, shoutouts to banners indeed. $2.50 just to give your energy to the nation of your choice. It might not even be your own.
Don't give it to Singapore though. I have to keep doing that, I'm sorry. This is like a running meme now. And never Singapore.
It's funny every time, don't worry.
Thank you. Oh my god, what's taking this long? What could go wrong with this map? Nothing! That's why it's so good. Anyway, I'm gonna talk about, I think, their game plan, I guess, since I don't think I have enough time to talk about their game, like every team's game plan. Like, well, I could probably talk about it within the warm-up itself, but I don't know if you guys want me to do that.
Yeah, maybe we should talk about the map we'll compare to last week before that, because maybe not everyone here is familiar with how harder this map pool is compared to round 16.
Oh boy, right. The round of 16 pool is child's play compared to the quarterfinals. We designed it in a way, also spoiler, I'm a map pool selector, I'm sorry. All complaints go to Mint, by the way, and Mifa. Anyway, also we're going on a weird break, but anyway, like the map pool, this year, this stage is really, really rough. The quarterfinals, I'd say it's a tiny bit harder. Well, not even tiny bit, it's notably harder from last year's quarterfinals pool. And that was a bit by design. I personally didn't like the fact that like there's a very small difficulty increase between round of 16 quarterfinals. And I also thought that group stage was a bit easy to begin with, so I felt that like a ramp, like a notable ramp, was justified. But this pool is really, really hard. Like, I believe Juan described it in some earlier place, maybe in the library or something, that that the map pool last term, like last stage, is mostly like low risk stuff, like they flipped, freezing Maelstrom, Sometimes like, and then like a few risky picks like Keterman or phone number. But in this pool, there's like there are like only 1 or 2 safe picks, unless you're like really good at SV, in which case you have 3 safe picks, which is Facebreaker, C204, and Vertex, and Gimpy Gimp if you're into that kind of thing.
Basically, the map pool is very unforgiving unless you're good.
Yeah, that's for good or bad, for good or worse, the map pool is pretty rough. Hold on.
Yeah, as we hold on the streaming side as well, because we've got some slight issues, it seems. But just stay calm. We will be back in a short moment. And
yeah, technical difficulties do happen, unfortunately. Give me a moment. Anyway,
oh my god, I just saw the chat.
I'm sorry. It was for the best.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the map pool is pretty hard this year, and I think it actually works it kind of works in Singapore's favor and also in the Philippines' favor, in that like the Philippines would do a lot better relatively to their performance in round of 16, but also worse because the maps are higher risk. So you would it's kind of, so there's an even I wouldn't say that there's like an advantage compared to the previous pool, I'd say.
It's more like a risk and reward thing, I feel.
Yeah, basically that. Okay, looks like
yeah, we're about to be ready now for the second warm-up. Luckily, the second warm-up is short, so we're just gonna see it fly by.
It's about 45 seconds, so enjoy. I will be sipping some nice water because I do not have food because it's 8 p.m.
Huh.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Yeah. Myself, it's almost 3 p.m. here in France, and I'm sipping some good MWC coffee. MW coffee, as I call it.
No. Also, hope you guys are having a good day. It's a Sunday, so cherish your last 24 hours before slaving to work.
Yeah, if you're working, that is.
Or school.
Or school, that is.
Alright, the map is actually starting.
Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about the logistics of school in this particular year, but let's go.
Let's go.
Perfect pitch relevance.
Gets to me every time. Wow. Boji's doing okay. He's doing okay. Oh, Adam literally just stopped playing. I don't think you're supposed to do that in MWC, Adam. I'm sorry.
I mean, it's warm-ups. You can do what you want.
Sure.
Maybe some people didn't know this beforehand and had to just release and laugh.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, now we're going for the roles and bans. Right. Philippines' best ban is Anti-Crystal or Vertex, 100%. As for Singapore, they're probably gonna ban Dolphin Talk because they're not very consistent at Dolphin Talk, based on insider information. They will probably ban Dolphin Talk. They're not very good at long notes in general, because like their player usually is not all that great. So I think they'll probably ban Dolphin Talk because Now is very inconsistent at it, and their third player, which is Adam Ackerville, is also quite inconsistent at it.
Yeah, that's a high roll.
Oh my god!
Yeah, is that a tie?
Oh, wait. Oh my god! Oh my god! Let's go!
Oh no,
no, wait!
Too high. Wow!
Alright, let's roll again.
Yo!
Let's roll again. Got it.
Oh no!
Oh, 21! 21! Go 21 again, please.
Forever 21.
I can't see it. Please don't tie again. No, just tie again, please. You have a 50-50 chance. It happens or it doesn't. No!
Oh no!
Well, Philippines bans first then, so...
Alright,
Again, I think Philippines should ban Anti-Crystal or Vertex. I think Vertex is like a worse ban, so I think Anti-Crystals are better banned, but it doesn't really matter either way. So we have to see. Singapore will 100% ban Dolphin Talk. Singapore will also pick first since they won the role, and I think I know what they're gonna pick. I think they're gonna pick either C204 or Facebreaker, given their scores on it. And also because they're really, really good in consistency. OG bans, Philippines bans Anti-Crystal, which is a point for me. And Singapore would ban. Singapore would ban. Thanks, Arcad.
Come on, Anti-Crystal too.
Well, that's banning Juan Crystal, right? Yeah, let's do that. He's already eliminated anyway.
Hey!
Hey!
Shout out to Juan Crystal's 100 rolls. Well,
Yeah.
200 rolls, in fact.
Yeah.
Rigged. This tournament is rigged, by the way.
Nah. Yeah, Clarence, like, Singapore bans Dolphin Talk.
Yeah, not a
And-
surprise at all.
No surprises at all. Almost as unsurprising as Radiohead.
Ooh.
Singapore is probably gonna pick C204 or like C204 or Facebreaker. I'm not too sure. It comes down to how consistent they are. Philippines will probably go for hybrids. I think for me, like I would go for B, Marlboro Roshi, then QV main in that order, but they might have completely different plans.
Yeah,
But this is
absolutely.
what-
Because, yeah, Philippines have kind of some flexibility in their
Yeah.
plans a little bit. It depends on the third player though, so
Absolutely.
the plans could be completely different from what we think of.
Right.
But you're
This is
right.
like-
I think, yeah.
To me, that's like my ideal picks, basically. Like, it's like, what would I pick if I had this skill set? Well, if my team had this skill set, and my opposing team has this skill set. And in general, Singapore is relatively weak at hybrid. Byron, well, they went for Facebreaker, which is a pretty good pick, I would say.
Indeed. So
It's
Yeah,
probably their
this
best
week-
pick.
this week it kind of depends on the individual team's ability to handle the rise picks because they're becoming pretty fast.
Yeah,
And,
the picks
some
are...
team-
The rice picks are pretty hard, and we've seen like the third player in the Filipino and Singaporean team to choke a fair bit on the rice picks, even in earlier stages. So I'm really curious to see how well they're going to perform. More so in the Philippine side, because Philippine side seems to be underperformed a little bit in round of 16. I'm assuming that that's not representative of their performance now, but I'm still really curious to see how well they're going to do here. Hey Chad, guess what? No! 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 Alright, you're going with Facebreaker. This is this is the second easiest rice pick in the pool, with C204 being the easiest, and Singapore is very well known for their rice hack, especially with a team like Emirates, Rionas, and Vipernow. Vipernow is deadly consistent, like I've mentioned. Rionas and Emirates have really, really, really good hack.
Shout to the mapper, by the way. Pretty good mapper.
No, they're terrible, absolutely terrible. Anyway, let Vipernow sip some water. So let's do that.
All right, so.
Alright, root for your favorite team, by the way. Go Philippines!
Go Philippines. Go France!
Well, it's kind of close to Philippines, so let's do that. 3 colors, right?
Kind of, yeah. You kind
Let's
of
go.
arrange them a little bit differently.
Exactly. God, I love this song. I know that some people don't, but this song bangs so hard. Alright, match should be starting very, very soon. Oh, wait.
Oh, abort. There's an abortion request
Wow.
going on.
That would have been really bad out of context, I'm sorry.
Oh, whoops.
Oh, bye for now. Okay, bye for now. Figure out. Oh, did bye for now DC?
Bye for now is back now.
Oh, I see. He DC'd earlier, I see.
Yeah,
anyway,
it wasn't
yeah.
on the screen for a moment, so I think...
I see.
I think it was not in game, so...
Fair. Anyway, yeah, Facebreaker is the second least physically demanding pick in the pool. And again, Singapore's got a Rise Act, Philippines, they're probably going to do well on this as well. I think Boji would do extremely well, Swarmzy would do amazing. Comes down to Chuck. Great name. Comes down to Chuck, really. So we'll have to see how well comes down to Chuck, because I think the Singaporean team would be rock solid. So here we go, song number 1, Facebreaker.
Yeah, expecting good performances from Boji and Swarmzy as well, so... Really, a lot of pressure on Chuck.
Right for now, Riono is actually getting really low, uncharacteristically low act, 99.75 and 99.8 from the Singaporean side, whereas the Filipino side... Oh my god, Chuck!
Wait, Chuck, what are you doing?
Oh my god, I think he got like 3 200s.
Is that too much pressure on Chuck, though?
Maybe. I've seen Chuck scores and he's a bit inconsistent, and I didn't expect him to play this pick. So we have to see. So far there's a pretty decent lead, but any miss could change the direction of the round.
Yeah, I think Singapore had a rocky start at first, but they're quickly catching up now.
Yeah.
The kind of one block of really good accuracy.
One block for Rainbow 300s. Alright, first stream. Blackmano drops!
Yo, bye for now, what?
Oh no, that's a 6k gap. But Chuck's act is so low that it might not actually matter all that much.
Yeah, in fact.
If they nail this jump stream, it should be fine. There's one more long jump stream left, and if the Singaporean team nails this completely, and then Chuck seems to be struggling a lot. He's barely at like the 99% mark throughout the entire map. So it seems to be, doesn't really necessarily seem to be a intro problem. He seems to have like accuracy problems in general. I think he's hitting super early actually.
Yeah, it's kind of hitting early, and
oh my god, that's brutal.
Oh, Viper
now dropping on.
Again.
That shouldn't make a difference, but Viper now cannot afford to drop anymore.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a big chunk of the song remaining, and
chunk is still dropping. Swarmzy and Boji with 99.82, 99.9 respectively. Rionos and Emirates pretty much tying with those two. So it comes down to Viper now and Chuck, and Viper now has a 6k, 7k lead above Chuck right now. This is the last part of the map, and there's not much left in this map.
Yes, and then you can see it does come down to the third player, and the two other players being quite consistent.
Chuck dropping. Oh no! That seals it. There's nothing left in the map. There's absolutely nothing left in the map. Singapore practically takes it with this, and that's a really dominant lead for a map like Facebreaker.
Absolutely, and maybe that gives the information to the Philippines that Singapore is actually on points on the rise. They have 3 players capable of doing that kind of ratio.
I didn't actually notice that Swarmzy actually broke in the outro. Look at the ratios from Rionos, Emirates, and Swarmzy, and Boji. Actually, look, Rionos and Boji's scores are so similar, and Emirates and Swarmzy are really similar as well. That's insane. And
yeah, it's basically a mirror play with a third player added in, and
yeah, exactly as you predicted. This is like a third, like this match is heavily determined by their third player. But now, also really nice scores from all 6 players, especially the 4 I mentioned. But now Philippines they will have to pick one map. Their easiest pick is B, but whether they're gonna go for B, I'm not too sure.
Yo, rate the chat. Read the chat, no!
Oh
chat,
my
no.
goodness.
That's a
oh no! Oh no! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Actually, considering that, Chuck's run wasn't even that bad.
Yeah, that was a really good run.
That's a really good
Forgotten.
run. Oh no, it's crawl speed. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Like, you have to lower your speed by like 40%. So that's really impressive. Also, Forgotten. Huh. Interesting.
Oh my god.
That is it.
I cannot believe Vertex has gotten into the team strategy that much. Like, outside of the song itself.
Here's a fun fact, like, we discussed this a bit earlier, but I was discussing with the Singaporean team. I told them not to pick Vertex until B was picked, for a very specific reason. This was the reason. This was the exact reason. I was banking on them, going like, let's hope one of them don't forget to change their speed mod. And this happens!
This even happens without even them trying to do so. So Vertex
that is amazing!
Vertex is putting pressure on the teams just by existing.
That's amazing. That's so good. Well, let's hope the trick doesn't work twice. Anyway, Swampsy, you are wrong. Anyway, Forgotten is a very interesting pick. It's a very risky pick. Also, nice shoegazer bias, by the way. 2 picks in a row.
Yeah, they look.
Yeah. No. Anyway, this is a very risky pick, and I don't actually like this pick because I think since the Filipino team is a tiny bit inconsistent, I really don't know if.
Yeah,
I really don't know if this is a good pick.
Yeah, this pick is kind of a question mark for me because we are coming from another Rise pick, and you saw how Rise went.
To be fair, Chuck did forget to change his speed mod, so.
Yeah, but it was still really close, so that's a really risky pick, and you must be aware of that.
It's 15k though. It's 27k. It's a pretty dominant lead. Anyway, song number 2, Forgotten. This part shouldn't be too chokeable, but as you can see, Philippines' base accuracy is a tiny bit better than Singapore's at the moment. Rionos and Emirates are not too good at maps like this. And Bye for now, he's pretty solid, but still notably weaker compared to the Filipino team. If you actually look at the acts right now, like only Emirates, actually no, Bye for now's act is the lowest by some distance, like 0.15 or so. But again, this is like a map where like you can miss super easily. Like after this one small break, you cannot. There is no other break, and it's super easy to choke because there's so much going on in the map. Like it's always like super constant, like always burst. Even though the patterns are comfortable, you'd still completely get destroyed if you just lapse for like 2 seconds. Like Chuck right there dropped the 200.
Indeed.
But how much act do you need to drop?
Basically, doing a really good job right now.
Yeah, Boji and Swansea are amazing. Chuck needs to drop like 3 200s for the team. Oh! Chuck drop!
Oh no, Chuck.
Oh no! You got knifed, boy! Anyway, this is insane. And
so
I don't well, if anyone breaks, then actually no. Bye for now's act is so much higher than Chuck's right now that it shouldn't really matter if someone breaks, but we'll have to see. Like the accuracies for the top 2 players from both teams are more or less the same. Emirates' act is a tiny bit lower, but again, it's only a miss that decides it at this point. And there is one tricky section left, but I don't know what much else to do.
Honestly, the cumulative accuracy is actually pretty close, and maybe with the Mr. 2, it will be a game. But this miss from Chuck is much more fatal than Chuck's mistake from earlier, because this is a breakpoint actually. And this breakpoint is absolutely what Singapore.
That's absolutely what Singapore needed. Like this was a pick that I did expect Singapore to win, but the fact that it actually won is really promising for Singapore.
Yeah, I think that's what I meant by Forgotten being a quite risky pick as a Rise pick, because you see how proficient the Singaporean team is at Rise. They have full combos all over the place and pretty decent ratios as well.
Yeah, really good ratios for sure.
Yeah, maybe the forgotten pick is because they have forgotten about their scroll speed.
Why?
Just because.
Why would you do this? Anyway, bye for now. They have Singapore has 2 safe picks in my opinion, so I have no idea. In my opinion, well, I really don't know because I think that Singapore should save Vertex for obvious reasons.
Yeah, Singapore must be aware of the edge they have on the Rise picks, so maybe they can keep at it. But they also might have the edge on the S3. Vertex might come into play because now Vertex is now pickable because everyone must be aware of the scroll speed now. But C204 is a decent pick as well.
This is a very good pick.
Yeah,
but this is not a safe point for Singapore either. You've already seen OG and Swarmzy's act, and while Rionos and Emirates have extremely good scores on this, it really comes into a third player once again. And by now swapping out with Claren, I believe it's because Claren actually has a marginally higher score on this compared to Now. I think Now has 993 and Claren has slightly higher than that. Anyway, Now is there for emotional support regardless.
Yeah, I think in training it's very easy to, well, quote unquote easy, as easy it is for those players to get it. It's not easy whatsoever for other players to get it. But yeah, the point is, it's solo play, it's quite easier than in tournament setting to get really high scores, like 9 plus. But in tournament setting, you have to battle through 4 minutes and 27 minutes, bro. 4 minutes and 27 seconds of pure jump stream and also dense patterns.
There's one part in C204 that's actually really chokeable if you're not careful. There's a 1-6 stream which is pretty short, but it's still rude enough for players to break if they're trying to zone into the jump stream parts. Also, Steins Gate is a good anime. Actually, you know what? It is actually a really good anime. It's not my favorite though.
It's a good visual novel. Read the visual novel.
Facts! It's a really good visual novel. So good. Anyway, they're starting pretty soon. Expect really good scores from 4 players. That's all I'm gonna say. And a miss here wouldn't really matter as much unless, well, it really comes down to Claren and Chuck, I think. I expect the outer 4 to, do accuracy things.
Absolutely, because in longer picks like this one, misses are more diluted in the score, so it's more possible to catch up.
A miss would be about 3 to 4K penalty, which is a lot. Don't get me wrong, but that's also about 0.1% hack.
Swarmzy, what?
Oh no! Wait, what? Oh wait, he dropped. Oh my god.
That's an early break, though. That's an early break.
That's an early break. That's an early break, yeah, but that's still 2 or 3K points of difference, and that might be enough. That actually might be enough, given. Oh no, Rionos drops. That's a really bad drop from Rionos.
Oh yeah, Rionos drop.
Rionos
actually really worse than Swansea.
That's a lot worse.
Yeah, because you had the 400 combo deficit, and that's gonna tip it towards Philippines.
And Chuck's act is really good right now. Claren's act is still really good too. But the thing is that Rionos' act is really low. Rionos' act is 99.7 at the moment.
Are you watching
Oh boy. The rest of the map shouldn't be too bad. There's one choke point, but I don't really know if. Oh man. It really comes down to Rionos getting a really good score and Chuck choking, I think. Because I don't expect Swarmzy and Boji to choke at this point. And there's again, the 1-6 section, which isn't in here, it's later on. But there's also a section right after the long jump stream that people can choke. Emirates' act is really good too. Oh my god, Emirates Act! What is that?
Yeah, I told you.
I'm sorry.
We're
I'm
watching
sorry.
Emirates. Emirates
I'm
has
looking-
been in the 99.97 for the longest time now. That's a really impressive run so far. And
It's
I wonder.
insane.
Yeah, absolutely. That's an insane run right now. And
800 points of difference right now. Basically, like a few 200 should make a difference here.
yeah, this is incredibly tight actually because
It's really, really tight.
the misses and the accuracies actually balance themselves out.
Yeah. Well, I think that Philippines has a very slight accuracy lead right now, even though Emirates has the ultra carry right now. I expect Rionos' act to go up because his score on it is super, super high. It really comes down to Chuck, Rionos, and Claren at this point. And of course, the rest of the team for not choking, but you know, that's kind of how it goes. But oh my god, this is such a stellar performance from Emirates. And what a time to PB! 99.97!
That's absolutely impressive. That's the power.
That's ridiculous.
That's the power of tournament performance. Some players tend to perform way better in tournament settings than in solo play for some reason. Adrenaline, most likely.
Absolutely. Oh my god, the lead is moving to Singapore's side. Very slightly. Wait. Oh my god, Rionos' act is higher than Chuck's now. Oh no.
Yeah.
So basically, Singapore has the act advantage right now, and since Rionos' act is going to go up a lot more, this might go in Singapore's direction a bit more if they don't choke. This is the 1-6 section I was talking about. People might choke here.
Yeah,
Rionos' act dropping a tiny bit. Chuck dropping a 200. Chuck dropping a 200. Oh
We're the
boy.
last word, and I cannot tell you who's gonna win. This is so
so close. Oh my god.
Actually, so close.
Boji drop! Boji drop!
No, Boji, what the?
That's integral. That's huge.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
No.
Oh my god.
That must be so devastating.
That is devastating. That's like 4K.
Right at
What
the
a
end of the
what a
song
time
as
to
well.
break.
Oh,
This part
no.
is deceptively pretty chokeable, but oh my god. Alright, this is the jump stream. This jump stream shouldn't be too chokeable, but I will not jinx it.
Cloud.
Like, oh my god.
Yo,
Yo.
you did jinx it. I'm sorry.
No!
but you did.
No! I'm sorry! Should be enough, should be enough. Oh my god!
God, what is the
400 points, 400.
points? Oh my god, you barely made it out.
Oh my god. Oh
You
my
barely got
god.
out of the blame. You barely got out of the blame there.
Dude, my heart hurts so much.
It was almost your fault, but then
It's
Singapore
alright, it's
flushed
alright.
it out. It's so
We're good,
so
we're good.
close. We're good now. We're good. Just relax. Just relax. Just
Oh my
breathe
god.
out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe
I'm
in.
okay now.
Breathe
I'm
out.
okay. Alright.
But yeah, look at Emirates ratio 129 regulars. That's
What a
insane. Is that
What a time
is that
to actually-
Emirates PB?
No, his PB is 998.5. It's actually tied with Rionos.
Oh.
Like literally tied. It's so scary. Alright, they're going for the most obvious pick in the poll, the most obnoxious one in the poll, so I'm gonna mute this. Be right back.
All right, sounds good.
Alright, I'll be back.
Prepare your
I need some
bees.
water.
Prepare your bees. Prepare to acquire some honey because
I'm good, I'm good.
yeah, prepare to get some honey because we need some sweetness after this absolutely I have
Also,
no words for that previous showing. It was really
Yeah.
so close.
also, this is actually a deceptively bad pick for Philippines because Singapore's gonna pick Vertex next.
Wow, the prophecies, they just
The
keep happening.
prophecy. There we go. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna chill out because I still need to breathe. I forgot that humans need to breathe.
Yeah. Don't forget to hydrate, by the way. I'm drinking a lot of water after this one. because-
I'm drinking a lot of
Wow.
water too, don't worry. Also, if this isn't obvious enough, this is an extremely good pick for Philippines. There's a reason why Singapore banned Dolphin Talk. They're not very good at long nose in general, and because of that, like And the third player for B in the Singaporean side is also not very good in general, I'd say. So,
yeah, for long notes, we have a few player changes now. We have Bifer now entering the field, Adam Ackerville entering the field as well. And on Philippines side, with the Bueno.
Alright, I have to unmute this now. Okay. I'm quarantining myself now, not just from COVID, but also the song. Did Boji drop? No.
No, that was client. Just waiting for client to settle in, and then we can watch the match in peace, hopefully.
Alright. Oh boy. Well, wait. What's going on? Why is Singapore leading?
Bueno is starting kind of.
Yeah, okay.
Kind of rocky.
Yeah.
So
this part isn't too bad though. There is one section very soon that I expect players to choke a little bit. Adam's act is dropping very slightly, and scores are now flickering. Bueno's act seems to be increasing very slightly. Oh, this part. Nope. Yeah, this part is going to be very choke heavy. I can expect a few drops here if possible. The ice is going in. Wait, what's going on? Oh, never mind. I think background? No. Adam's act dropped really hard. He went from 99.5 to 99.3. That's pretty brutal.
Yeah, that part really decides who is good at that end or who is like less.
There's one more part, and again, like the match is so close. This round is so close right now that like any break would determine the match. So we'll have to see in the midsection, because this chorus is actually pretty hard. No, this is Kamui. Adam after dropping pretty hard. It's 99.15. Claren drops!
Claren dropping, actually,
That's it. There's nothing else that they can do to recover at this point, unless like Bueno, Chuck, or Boji chokes. And Chuck is doing really, really well. Bueno, as like their secret third player, is doing really, really good as well.
Yeah, I think Bueno is doing really bueno.
Boji's act is pretty low actually. Like the entire Filipino team's act is uncharacteristically kind of low, but it should be more than enough.
I think it's due to the song, the map pick itself.
Yeah, that's true, and also because the song sucks. But
yeah, well,
What happened to Adam?
Adam kind of lagging behind, but we know the result of it.
Yeah, we know the result of it. Oh, I see. Adam's performance is so good it crashed the game. Anyway, let's see. Chuck's score is extremely good, by the way. 3 200s on this is really, really, really good.
Yeah, Chuck definitely needed that confidence booster after.
He absolutely needed that confidence booster. But this is Singapore's pick. Can you hear it? You can hear the song, right? It's Vertex.
Oh yeah.
It's Vertex. This is Singapore's safest pick.
Why is it
It's a bug.
Huh.
Hold on. There's some technical difficulties that we have to resolve. Also, yeah, you don't forget you have to change your scroll speed for Vertex, so we'll have to see. I know Claren and Bifer now are going to reduce their speed mod by like 5 or 6. I'm not too sure if Black actually will reduce his speed mod for this.
Is that possible?
Yeah, it's possible actually. I actually don't have to lower my speed mod for Vertex. Funnily enough, the thing is that you can. There are two ways you can play Vertex, right? The first way is to slow down the map. The other way, which is a very unpopular, but if you're a rhythm gamer for ITG, you might do this. You just memorize the speed up. That's all you need to do. And it's actually not too hard to memorize. I know that friends did that. I think Zeros did it. Pimo did it. Pimos? I'm sorry, I butchered his name.
Pimo, yeah. Just
Pimo did.
Yeah, like France's strategy for Vertex is actually lowering the scroll speed, but Pimo for some reason does not.
Yeah.
And Pimo is just an uncharacteristic player.
Yeah.
That reason.
Also, Claren swapped out Emirates. This is the surprise I'm talking about. You guys thought that Emirates is only a Robeats player? You thought wrong.
Yeah, because they implemented SVs on Robeats, and you don't know it. It's just a hidden beta.
Yeah, it's way better than Osamina in that respect.
Hmm.
Anyway. Bless you. Anyway, song number 5, Vertex. Which is a complete SV map.
Yeah, so this is purely read. Chuck? Excuse me?
Oh, yeah, for maps like this, because like the speed mod is so low, like you're gonna expect a lot of accuracy drops, because like that's how they have to compensate for the slowdowns. But there are a few slowdowns here that are really, really brutal, so we'll have to see.
Yeah, Chuck actually not even dropping accuracy, but outright missing at the beginning. So that's gonna put the Philippines in a handicap.
Yeah, Boji's act is really, really good, but Black's act, oh my god.
Vlog.
Oh my god. 99.97, 99.93. And then, but for now, even with Arcat and Chuck, but Emirates' act is really, really good at the moment. Those 2 slowdowns were the hardest 2 slowdowns, in my opinion. So this should be home free for Singapore, but there are 2 more slowdowns afterwards. And there's a longer slowdown, but it's super easy.
Yeah, absolutely. If you look at Vlog's UR, seems completely phased by the slowdowns.
Oh, Arcat dropped.
Just really, really impressive. I don't know how to do that. Just
Arcat did drop.
Wow, drops all over the place. Arcat.
30k gap right now. This slowdown is really, really easy, and the rest of the map is really easy if you. And given that most players didn't actually increase their speed mod. Oh, Emirates drops. Oh boy. Oh boy. Emirates dropping there. Chuck drop. Oh, that's a
dropping
nice
like
right there.
Flies here. Oh my god.
2 more, 1 speed up coming up. I don't expect players to choke this because like they lowered their speed mod just for this, but we'll have to see. The Black's act is so good right now. Boji's act dropped quite a bit, so Singapore has a massive act advantage right now. Also Black. Alright, the speed up coming up. I think all of them actually memorized the speed up. Or half of them. Next, not really actually. 22k gap. Let's look at Black's. Oh my god! Oh my god!
That's disgusting. That's absolutely disgusting. I'm sorry, that's absolutely disgusting, and I.
Oh my god!
I gotta talk to a few people about that.
That's his PB. That's his PB.
Yeah, be right back. This is so disgusting. I have to shout about it to people. Be right back.
Yeah. All right. It's all right. Hey, Philippines. I know Philippine players. I know that like you guys are kind of disappointing yourselves right now, but really, really don't beat yourselves up. This is a very high pressure situation, so really don't beat yourselves up. You guys got this. I actually do think that you guys can win. So do the reverse sweep, please. All right.
Reverse sweep?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I mean,
it's Philippines pick right now.
Yeah, Philippines were actually the favorites going on to this match. But we see a 4-1 for Singapore, which is actually really exciting to watch.
That's so disgusting. Yeah, it's really, really exciting to watch. And the problem is that Singapore has no safe picks left. Every other pick is risky. Bubble Control is risky. Nevada is risky, which is what they picked. Elaine is risky. Infinite Mashups is risky. Every pick is super risky for Singapore at the moment. Man, what a match. Boji being... I think they're going to swap with Svopsy and Swarmsy. And I think Singapore is going to have Emirates, Vietnam, and Bai for now. I'm not too sure. Vietnam actually has a very weak score on this, but I really don't know. Refriction Nevada is a good pick for Philippines, but the problem is that it's also very risky. Like, I would prefer Marble Roshi, personally, because it's more Ellen oriented, and as you can see, like, Singapore didn't really do too well on some of the LN picks, on B, especially.
Yeah, absolutely. Philippines picking Rise always surprises me for some reason.
I'm guessing it's because they just don't feel comfortable picking LN in general, because they did ban long note maps early on. They banned My First Phone, they banned Falling Down. But even then, like, Singapore's LN ability is a lot worse than Philippines. This is so crazy. This is a really chokeable map. I'll put it that way. Like, if you see a choke, that's to be expected. If you see 6 FCs, that's actually a bigger miracle than That's a bigger miracle than what's a good comparison?
B
I don't have
double
to-
S.
No, playing B in general might be a bigger miracle. But yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
Let's go.
You guys have a lot of time, so don't worry. Anyway, Philippines have an uphill battle right now. Song number 6. They need to get 4 wins in a row. Actually, no, 4 wins in general.
Yeah, they don't have.
They do have no safe. They do have. I do think that some picks are very relatively safe for Philippines, so a reverse sweep might actually happen, but we'll have to see.
Yeah, it's entirely possible, and Frictional
Alright.
Nevada is going to be a pivotal.
Oh, Claren is playing. Interesting.
Well, yeah,
Alright.
Claren. It might be good for Claren since Claren is pretty good at accuracy.
Yeah, but this map is pretty hard for Claren. And alright, there's a mini jack. There's a 3-0 jack coming up. Will anyone choke this? We'll have to see. No chokes. Claren dropped a few 200s though.
Yeah, Hopes is a little bit behind.
Claren's struggling really hard right now. 99.4. Bolsey with 99.5. A Vibe now drops. And he had got a really bad drop too.
No.
Dex at 99.3.
Yeah.
Swampsy, what are you doing? Oh my god.
Yeah, that's really high.
That's really high.
I did not know you could act this map.
You can. It's relatively easy, but it's very hard.
Yeah, but Viper now's miss is exactly what the Philippines needed to kind of recover from their point deficit.
This is a very big gap. Like, I think the only way for Singapore to win this at this point would be like getting 2 misses. Philippines getting like 3 misses actually, and that's pretty much unlikely to happen. There is one hard part later on in the map, but that's too late at the end of it. It's like way too close to the end of the map for it to actually matter. Oh my god.
Yeah,
MWC's ag is really good, but like Singapore's average ag is about 99.6 something, and Philippines so Volksy drops.
Yeah,
okay.
Drops, but that
might be too late. That might be too late.
Nah, that's not gonna matter. It's not enough of the song left because
one more verse.
The Philippines have such a big lead in terms of accuracy that this miss doesn't matter at all.
Very convincing. 90 SS.
Swarmzy, what did you eat?
Oh my god. I knew that Swarmzy is gonna outperform everyone here, but that's absolutely absurd. 90 is so goddamn good. Oh my god.
Such a clean run.
It's such an amazing score.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible. And this is the second point for the Philippines, and one they absolutely needed to carry on.
Absolutely integral. And the thing is, this is going to be a huge confidence booster for Philippines as well, because Singapore has no safe picks left. I think like their safest pick might be Infinite Mashups or Bubble Control. Because I think Volksy might choke Infinite Mashups. I don't know about Bubble Control, because their scores on Bubble Control are quite good, but I don't think they're good enough. Singapore's scores on Bubble Control are not good enough for Philippines, but I really don't know. QB May might be a decent shout, given what I've seen from the Singaporean players, but I think that Philippines would do better. So again, they exhausted all of their safe picks, so they're back into a corner right now. So they have to think really hard as to what they're confident at right now.
Yeah, in my opinion, since Singapore has kind of the upper advantage on Rise, maybe they're gonna pick Infinite Mashups if they have the speed to.
They do have the speed.
Yeah.
But they do have the speed, but well, let's put it this way: Philippines is faster.
Indeed, but it does also matter.
Oh my god, Gimpy Kim is oh my god, I forgot about Gimpy Kim.
Oh my god, I also forgot about Gimpy Kim. That's actually a
oh my god.
That's a decent pick for
That's a good pick. That's a good pick. Oh god.
Are you gonna go for it?
If they win this, Philippines is gonna be crushed. Because like they don't have any good picks left. All their picks are risky except for Marble Road.
I mean, they could pick Maboroshi afterwards. I think it could be challenging. But Singapore, they only really need to get 2 points from now, and they win the match.
Yeah. Gimpy, there we go. Gimpy Gimp.
Gimpy Gimp is gonna go on the board. And remember, the winner of this match has to fight Japan, and it's actually gonna look interesting because
That's a very interesting match.
Yeah, because we're gonna start to see Japan performing in late stage, and it's a huge question mark whether or not they're gonna perform well in late stage. And the Philippines could be a very good contender against them. Singapore
like
kind of level, but we don't know their potential.
Yeah. You're completely right. Like, the Singaporean team, I do think that their rice won't tank too much at semis, but the problem is that they're also facing against Japan. Let's put it that way. Philippines has a stronger chance against Japan, but the problem is that if they can beat Singapore, which is a rock-solid team, even though they're worse, even though that Singapore is a worse team overall in terms of rice ad, Singapore is still way more consistent than Philippines. And if Philippines can't keep up with Singapore's consistency, they won't be able to beat Japan. So this is like a huge test for the Philippines, just as much as it's a challenge for Singapore.
Absolutely. And I think, the Philippines kind of weaknesses in this match are gonna be really costly.
Yeah.
And
I'll mention this as well. I forgot to mention this. If you miss once on this, you're gonna die. You lose like 20k points, 15k points. You're gonna get completely crushed. This is the most
contact,
Yeah.
Okay, breathe in, breathe out, because
This song bangs harder than my grandmother smashes the kitchen table. So.
All right, let's match it.
Doji, hello.
Swansea and Emirates being in mirror.
Yeah, understandably, this is really mind-blockable. What is Moji doing? What is Swansea doing? Oh my god!
Starting from below, I guess.
Starting from the bottom, now we are here.
Yeah.
Good thing like Bopsy, oh my god, Bopsy rushed that jump throw super badly. This is huge. This is what Singapore needed. This part isn't too bad, but there is one burst coming up. Not coming up, but there's one burst later on that'll be really brutal. Riona's dropping at 200.
Yeah, Dig is not a move in Oceania. It's not a move in Pokemon, so it might not work for the Philippines. But
Please.
Riona is
every for now choking a tiny bit, but wow, Boji is not recovering all that well. Bopsy as well, but they're going up in act, but I don't know how much they're gonna increase in act. This part is pretty deceptively hard. Oh boy, I'm really nervous right now. I can barely talk. Bopsy drops! Bopsy drops! That is huge. That is really huge.
God.
That's not. Bopsy drops again. That's not good.
That's really
not good.
A
one dense jump stream burst coming up.
The Philippines really need points.
Everyone nailed it. Everyone nailed it. That is, oh my god. That is bad. That is really bad. The next part of the map, the next third of the map is very hard to choke. But if you choke there, there's no coming back. You will die. You will lose 15k and you would be crying in your sleep. That is so brutal.
There's a quarter of the song left and anyone can do exactly what you described.
Yeah, including the crying.
Including crying.
Alright, one more part coming up. This is like the only. Emirates dropping a few 200s. Is this going to be enough? Swansea doing really good. Emirates dropped a few 200s early on. Back now, and Rionas acting pretty stable. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god. 24k difference.
Singapore's performance is pretty much a block of accuracy, and this
Rionas' ratio is absolutely insane. Let's put it that way. 110 is
out of this world. Yeah, it's really good. Swansea's the V1SS, which is
that's like very commendable. Really commendable. Like any double S is really good on this. Wow, this is a really bad spot for Philippines. Really bad spot.
Yeah, match point for Singapore is not. It's not how.
Where you're gonna look. This is not what you're looking for. And Singapore can pick like again, right? Yeah. Basically Philippines has to win 2 of their picks and has to get a break point from Singapore and get into tiebreaker. The only plus side is that the tiebreaker would actually favor Philippines, but jeez.
Yeah, that's just gonna be a huge hill for the Philippines.
Oh no! Oh no! Swansea is picking. That's the worst pick he could get. That's the worst pick they could have. Oh no! Philippines with infinite mashups. That is the worst pick.
Yeah, that's.
Also, yeah, I hope you're doing fine, Boji. Take care, my friend.
Yeah, absolutely. We really care about our players, and we hope they are playing at the best of their abilities, at the best mental state that they can.
Absolutely.
And, I hope everyone's having fun, actually.
Yeah, I hope everyone's having fun. Take care, everyone. Oh my goodness. Hasn't been feeling well over the past week. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Anyway, Chuck is coming in as a replacement, and that might be the swan song for Philippines, actually. Given, this is a very risky pick. This is the best rice pick they could get, but they shouldn't be picking rice at this point. But
yeah, I've noticed the Philippines have been picking a lot of rice. Like infinite mashups, I think they were picking also Forgotten.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think maybe they're not actually confident on their LNs.
Yeah, it's likely, but the thing is that they need to like do their research, right? You need to do their homework and see like, oh, Singapore's long nodes are actually not as good as we thought, so we're gonna go for long nodes.
Yeah, that's part of the strategy, and that's really how you deal with matches, team matches especially.
This is a really brutal pick. I hope this goes well. Like, they're missing a very integral player. Swansea is gonna destroy this, 100%. The problem is they're up against Emirates and Rionuts. This is pretty brutal.
Yeah. Huntsley sending love to both of the teams at this point.
Yeah, please take care of you guys. This goes to the viewers as well. Rhythm games aren't everything, so keep that in mind. So don't play 10 hours a day when you're in high school, okay? Stay in school. Don't do drugs. Actually, do drugs.
Huh.
Anyway.
Also do your homework.
Yeah, do your homework, exactly. This is match point for Singapore, and song number 8. I'm not confident with this. We'll have to see. Oh boy, they're having an early lead right now. What happened? Oh, VOD got a few. Oh god.
Yeah.
And the next section is really easy to drop 200s. You might expect a few 200s there, especially from the Philippine side. No drops so far, but oh, why is it flickering? Oh, Viper now is dropping a few 200s. That's pretty huge. Oh boy. Now, but it's still in Singapore's favor right now. Now it's still flickering a bit, but
it's still flickering, yeah.
Oh, VOD dropped a few 200s.
Oh yeah. No. It's gonna answer the drops from the other side by their own
I think Chuck dropped a bit as well. This part is pretty physically demanding. If they nail this, they should be home free, but I'm not too sure. This map is super risky. There's actually Chuck drops. Oh no! Oh no! That's brutal. That's like the worst place to drop.
It's actually not.
VOD drops too. Oh no! Oh no! VOD drops again.
Yeah, which
I don't think it would have mattered if VOD played then. Oh my god!
Yeah, just the nail on the coffin for the Philippines, which is absolutely heartbreaking.
50,000 points, 46,000 point difference, 174, 129 from Swansea. That's absurd. And not to say like Chuck and VOD scores are bad, they're pretty good. Like the ratios match Bifornau's, and Bifornau's a really good player. The fact that that's brutal. That's heartbreaking. That's just heartbreaking to me.
Absolutely heartbreaking for the Philippines, but yeah, you get what you get. Great job actually to Singapore for showing a great amount of consistency. Actually,
amazing performances from Singapore. Amazing performances from Philippines too, especially Swansea. He did so well.
Yeah,
so well.
Swarm's performance was absolutely out of this world, actually.
I think he was like MVP for like 75% of the picks, including Singapore's picks.
Yeah, I gotta check that. Gotta check that back, but I think that's
Oh
true.
my god.
Actually,
Anyway, absolutely insane.
absolutely insane. Yeah, absolutely insane.
And with that, Singapore advances to the semifinals winners bracket. So this is their first time actually getting. This is their first time actually getting top 6 guaranteed in MWC. So congratulations to Singapore, even though I hate you all very much. Anyway,
Yeah,
they'll be facing against Japan.
Oh, that's
Maybe-
gonna be
That's
interesting.
that's an interesting match. That's a very interesting match. A big wall consistency versus 2 computer programs and a Ruby enthusiast. Anyway, and also since Philippines has been eliminated, they will be facing, I believe,
France.
Who will they be facing? They'll be facing France.
Wait,
That'll be a very interesting match, I think.
yeah,